turning the pages of my life, walking the path so many paced a million times. Drown out the voices in the air, leaving the ones that never cared, picking the pieces up and building to the sky. My patience is waning. Is this entertaining? My patience is waning. Is this entertaining? Got this feeling, yeah, you know, where I'm losing all control. Is this magic in my bones? Got this feeling in my soul. My Santa Claus stone. Is this magic in my bones? Don't mind. There goes my mind. There goes my mind. Don't mind. There goes my mind. Is this magic in my bones? Drop it. Drop it. Check 1, 2. Drop it.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Newbie Mania Tournament. We are into the second day of round of 32. So, I think this is we are like approaching the last EU matches already for this weekend. Right now we have our winners bracket match. Our seat 10 versus seat 23. We have ShigeLuna versus Lore the fourth for Loreriv. Not sure how to actually pronounce them, but this is more of a higher seat match in the winners bracket. Both of the players have featured pretty strong early game or mid-game accuracy scores in their qualifiers. Their accuracies were also quite strong in round of 64 as well. Right now, I think they're playing their warm-ups. How funny, they're playing 666 for their warm-up. Yeah. Let's see how these two players can give us, because round of 32 is definitely a more difficult map compared to round of 64. So I would expect more difficult map 10 patterns in these picks, and that means these players might struggle just a little bit more. But if they are managing to hold on the combo and accuracy, I would expect some pretty bonkers scores from these two players. Let's see what they can bring us though. I don't know if there's a second warm up right now, but we'll see. Yeah, they are gonna roll now. We are seeing Shige rolling a 56 above Lore with 34. So we are gonna go into the protect, ban, and pick phase now. Let's see what they're confident or not confident at by looking at their protect and bans.
Drop it.
Shige is gonna protect second. So Laura is gonna be the one protecting first. Let's see. Because like I'm pretty sure their roles can let them decide who to pick first or second. Like they can choose to pick first or second or protect or ban. I forgot. It's fine. We are waiting for them to decide what they don't want to play or want to play. You know. And look at the seeding, it's like it's not too far, but it's not too close. So of course Laura having a seed advantage. But on paper Laura is having a slight advantage. But you never know in these early game stages. You could tell, like, I'm pretty sure our seed 64 player won against seed 33 in this round, so like, you know, it is just coming down to the accuracy in these early game stages, because it is harder than round 64, but it's definitely still not as difficult as the qualifiers. So the seeding is not the most accurate, at least for these early game stages.
Drop it.
Great. I think we are gonna go on to Laura protecting now. Yeah, it is a long process asking them protect first or ban first and stuff. Laura is gonna protect Rice Free. Rice Free is the more like a mixed Rice kind of thing. It's a very simple Rice map though. Shige is gonna protect Hybrid Core. Hybrid Core is more of a difficult hybrid map, I would say. It's like a more techy and a less comfortable hybrid map. I think in this tournament, or not in this tournament, in this round, players seem to struggle more in Hybrid 4 and Hybrid 1. Even for the players who are better at hybrids, Hybrid 1 and Hybrid 4 is always the map that's been more difficult, and their scores have been a little bit lower compared to the other maps. So Shige is gonna ban Hybrid 1 while protecting Hybrid 4. They're confident on the difficult tech hybrid while not confident on the generic difficult hybrid. And then Laura is gonna ban LN. So seems like both players are not that confident on the hybrid LN side. Yeah. After the bans, we are gonna see our first pick from Lore, I think. Yeah, Lore did win the role. Or, I mean, I forgot already. Whatever. Oh, wait, I think they chose second. Oh, I forgot. It's fine. It's Lore's pick. It's Lore's pick. Lore is gonna pick our Rice 2. Rice 2 is the more streamy streamy Rice. This is the... I'm pretty sure this is the 2-star 140 BPM jump stream. Yep. Well, it's not really jump stream, but it streams. So, going straight to Rice 2, we are gonna start soon now. This is gonna be the first pick by Lore. Let's go. Let's see what these players can perform in the accuracy, early game accuracy. So far it's Lore having a bit more of a rough start, but nothing is really happening. Both players at 99.7. Actually, Shige is getting back up to 99.8 so far, but the difference is basically nothing. They're both at the 99.7 range. That's what I mean, like, it is going to come down to accuracy. Even any 200s is going to change a lot in this round. Not only for round 64. Especially for these higher seeds, the difficulty of the map push shouldn't be too significant for them. Both players actually having basically the same accuracy. Oh my god. Seeding might be a little bit far, but it's definitely similar performance coming from these two players. Both having 9.77, 7.8. Like, the difference might as well be nothing. As we are going 2/3 of the way in, both players are still at the exact same accuracy, but we are seeing a 200 from ShigeLuna. That is gonna give a very, very slight accuracy and score advantage for Lore, but Lore is gonna find a 200 back, actually. So it's actually closing up. The map's gonna end very soon, and the score lead is going to no one. It's like 3 digits, but it's flickering all the time. But Shige is gonna drop below 99.7. But now, wait, what's gonna happen? Wait. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is a difference. 3 perfects is all the difference that you will see. Both players getting 1 great, but Lore having just a little bit less perfects and more 320s. Wow. This is what we're expecting in this match, I guess. The accuracy difference is basically nothing. It's gonna come down to single-digit perfects. And Lore is gonna take the first point. It is their pick, though. But they definitely need to be careful, because Shige is definitely capable of getting pretty solid accuracy, at least enough to match Lore. That was really scary. Like, the score lead was going to nobody. It came down to the last second. But yeah, Shige is gonna pick hybrid free. This is the more L1 heavy hybrid. But this map, in terms of the speed, this map is much slower, or rather much less dense, I would say. So Let's see what these players can perform. Hybrid is definitely a more interesting side for a newbie mania tournament because these 5 digits or 6 digits are probably less comfortable on releasing LNs, which is, you know, having to play it in match with Score V2 is definitely not easy for them. But some of these players are actually pretty comfortable with releasing LNs, so to me it's actually kind of surprising. Let's see what these two players can actually do though, like, let's see how their releasing skill is. This is Hybrid 3 picked by Shige, I think. But yeah, Laura is definitely struggling a lot more in releasing compared to Shige. Shige is holding at 9.5. They dropped a little bit, but Laura is having more of a rough start, getting back to 9.1. This map is very short, it's only 90 seconds long, so any accuracy drop is quite significant. The accuracy is evening out though, so Laura is trying to gain the accuracy back, trying to save the score. Yeah, Shige is gonna drop again, so it's actually going back to Laura now. But again, these L1s are gonna be quite inconsistent. The map's gonna go onto this Ki very soon. Let's see. More of an L1 heavy section now. Both players having the 99.5 range. This match is actually super close. Now it's still slightly in favor of Laura, but Shige is trying to gain the accuracy as they drop back to 99.5. The map's gonna end very soon. The score lead is going down to 5,000. Shige is gonna find accuracy drops again. That might be a first breakpoint for Laura. I don't think there's enough time unless there's a miss, but nah. With a 96k, Laura is gonna take a second point. But wow. Shige unfortunately getting 2 100s despite having a better ratio. It was the unfortunate 100s that happened to them. That is just unlucky. Laura with 3 grades, same amount as Shige, is gonna take the point. Not 2-0. They are gonna take 1 breakpoint, but as you can see, it's definitely not over for Shige at all. They definitely have a chance to beat in Rice. But now Laura is gonna pick their Protect, aka Rice Free. So let's see. This map is a little bit of a longer map, I would say. It's like 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It's not too long for a tournament map, but you compare this map to other picks, this is one of the longer ones. So it's gonna test their consistency. Let's see what these players can perform for Rice Free. This is Laura's Protect, and they are gonna pick it now. Trying to gain the momentum after winning Hybrid Free. So this map's an OD7 1.97 star map. Star rating is a little bit lower compared to other maps, so it's maybe a little bit easier, but of course star rating is fake, and also this map's longer, so nerves can also get to them. We are gonna go into the first PI. This is where the double single combo appears into these like jacks thing. The rhythm wise, it's not too complicated, but you need to be aware of these dumps, which is probably not that familiar for new players, but they are very simple though. So right now we are seeing accuracy lead from Lore with 99.8. Shige's gonna drop a little bit to 99.6, but it's not over at all. The score lead is only around 1000. If Lore does find some accuracy drops, it can definitely change a bit. So let's see what Shige can... If Shige can hold on, it's definitely not over. Both players are staying at their 99.8 and 99.7 range. So we are 2/3 of the way in. The map is approaching its final Ki. Let's see if these players can hold on. If Laura does find some accuracy drops though, it is definitely gonna come down to single digit 200s.
Patience is waning. Is this entertaining? My patience is waning.
And here we go. This is the final Ki. This is where the pattern's a little bit more awkward. Like those 1-3 doubles, 1-3 column doubles are definitely less comfortable compared to the other column doubles. But seems like both players are holding fairly well. She's gonna drop just a tiny bit to 99.68, 99.69. The Laura is just holding the 99.8. And I don't think there's enough time unless they find a really bad accuracy drop, which I don't see happening. And Lore is gonna take the third point with 993.8k. The ratio was crazy coming in from Lore. Shige getting 1 grade with 30 more perfects. That is not gonna be enough to match Lore's accuracy. 99.8 in round 32 is kind of crazy. It is now match point, so Shige is under pressure. But let's see if they can hold on, because I wouldn't say it's gonna be a full sweep and a full advantage for Lore, but it's just unfortunate accuracy drops coming in from Shige. And now it's down 3-0. They're gonna pick Rice 4 now. They're gonna change a little bit of their plan. They are gonna pick a Rice instead of Hybrid. I can see that why. If you look at Rice 2, it was definitely winnable for Shige. Even for Rice 3, Shige definitely could have had a chance, but they just accidentally got a 200. And Lore somehow got a V1 double S on that map. But now we are gonna go on to Rice 4, which is our technical pick. See though, it's now 3-0. Shige cannot afford to lose this one, or else it is gonna go into Lore. Let's see, the map's gonna start very soon. So here we go. This is Rice 4 pick by Shige. That's only 7.2. It's a 300 BPM map, but of course it's not gonna be this fast in terms of snapping. It's probably more of a 150 BPM map. Shige is having a rough start, their nerves is getting onto them. Lore is just chilling with a 99.7 early on, but of course, nothing is over. Shige is trying to recompose and get back to the 9.5 range. Lore is going to drop to around that range as well. They're having basically the same accuracy again. This is the same scenario as Rise 2, I think. But the map is much more fast and much more scary. But right now, it is getting slightly into Shige. Oh, they are going to gain the accuracy while Lore is going to drop to 9.5. Shige is going back to 9.7. So right now, the lead is slightly in favor of Shige. More of a more weird snapping part. Both players are actually just chilling in these Rise parts. So Lore is actually gaining the accuracy back to 9.6, but it's still slightly lower compared to Shige's 9.7. Lore's gonna drop accuracy again to 9.5. So it's definitely not over for Shige right now. Map is gonna end in around 30 more seconds. Shige is still holding the 99.7, very solid accuracy. Lore is trying to catch up on 9.6, but it's still a little bit off. Shige is getting the around 2000 score lead. It's still super close. If any accuracy drops can still change it. Shige is gonna drop a little bit to 9.64. That is gonna shrink, but Lore is gonna lose accuracy as well. The map's gonna end. I don't know if there's enough time. And with a 9.64, I think Shige has done it, but it's not over yet. It is over. And by a mere 2000 score, Shige is gonna win the first point. So it's definitely not over now. Their change of plans definitely worked. Their Rise 4 was exceptionally well. 98AK is definitely really strong. It's such a wacky, weird, snapping song. So Lore actually has a better ratio compared to Shige, but they got 2 more 200s, and that is gonna make the difference. Now Lore is gonna pick Rise 1. So all the Rise are exhausted now. All 4 of the Rise have been picked. But if Shige wants to continue, they have to win the hybrids as well. Not only do they have to win this one, of course. Let's see. This is Rise 1 now. Lore is gonna try to take the final blow on this first Rise pick, which is also gonna be the last Rise pick to be picked. I said the word pick for like 10 times in 3 seconds, but you know, it's fine. Let's go. Let's take a look at Rise 1 now. This is Lore's pick. Again, Lore is at match point. They just need to win one more time, and they can get the win. For Shige, they definitely need to come back as soon as possible. They cannot afford to have any sort of mistakes if they want to get points back and try to force TB. This map's a 170 BPM. There's a lot more streams than usual in this Rise 1 pick. Those like 1-4 constant patterns are not easy, but Lore having a 9.9 is setting up a really strong start. But Shige is not holding back either, they're at 9.8. So the difference is not that big. Accuracy drops can happen at any point. We're gonna go into the first TI now. This is... Lore is staying really strong. 1000 scored early on with 99.9. Shige is definitely not holding back either, 9.8. 9.85, getting back to around 9. I mean like, it's like 10-to-1 ratio I think? But Lore, 99.91. I mean, faced by those streams, the accuracy is just staying at 9.9. They're gonna get lost a little bit, but it's all good. Shige is staying at 9.84 too, so it's super close still. Lore is trying to gain the accuracy, but so is Shige. The second TI now, this map is 2 minutes and 20 seconds long. The pressure's on. Score lead is staying consistently at around 800. This is so close, 0.03 accuracy difference. Shige needs to gain just a little bit more. Or rather, Lore has to lose a little bit more. But she's gonna drop to 9.83. Then that's gonna end very soon. Is there enough time? That's gonna end. This is a fairly simple ending, but she keeps dropping accuracy to 9.81. The map's gonna end very soon. I don't think there's enough time. Lower with 99.86%, 99.85%. Shige drops below 99.8%. And that is gonna be it. Lore getting the 1-to-10 ratio. It's gonna get 9.5.3k, 9.86. It's definitely insane. 2 V1 double SS in this final pick. The ratio was what really mattered. And Lore with a 99.86. 81 perfects only. It's gonna take the final point and move on in the winners bracket of round of 16 next week. And Shige is gonna move on to the losers bracket. Wow, the scores were super close though. You definitely could tell how close the scores were. Rise 2 was just jaw-droppingly close. The hybrids were actually quite close as well. So, yeah, Lore is gonna move on to fight either Achitani Hifumi or Seba, which the match is gonna happen in like 30 minutes, I think. And for Shige, they are gonna go on and fight against Sanagi, I think. And it'll be interesting to see. And there's still some more matches to go, so I think they will be played in like 1 or a couple hours. But yeah, that is about it for this match. I think there will be a stream in 30 minutes as well, so stay tuned for those matches. So yeah, this is gonna be it. I am your commentator today, Poppy. So that will be it. Thank you everyone for staying around. Best of luck to the players in the winners bracket or losers bracket. Either of them are very strong players, so they are definitely really scary. So stay tuned for that, and that would be it for me. Bye bye.